Hey guys, I'm John coming at you with another Infinite Magicraid video. Sorry I've been MIA a little bit. I had surgery as of Friday morning. Me and the girlfriend trying to have kids, and unfortunately I had to go into surgery to kind of help correct that. Surgery went well. As you can see, I'm back at it. It took me. I couldn't do anything yesterday. Day before that, I was kind of like I don't know, nerves and whatnot. But it's day after surgery. I'm feeling okay. It's a little sore, but we're not going to do anything today. So I figured, you know what? Let's hammer out some YouTube videos and play some games to kind of relax and recover, right? So this video, what we're going to be talking about is going to be the Brave trial. I have figured out there's a couple of little tricks that I've been doing that seem to work well for it. I want to bring that up because I know some people don't really play too hard on the Brave trial. You guys kind of like quit out here and there, or you waste a lot of points, right? So I want to talk about a few different things that'll make it a little easier for you. And also show you what I've been doing. Maybe I am doing it wrong, and maybe you have a better way. But as far as I'm aware, the way I'm doing it works well. It seems to be very successful for me. All right, let's go ahead and let's hop into the Brave trial here. So if we go down here, you can see the Brave trial. I've only completed almost this 4-star egg. This is basically what I'm trying to go for, is that 4-star egg. I would like to get these wishes, and I would love to get the iron ingot. Now, I'm free to play. Chances of me getting these is slim to none. Let's be honest. I think every free to play player can get to this 4-star dragon egg. That is no questions asked. Everyone can get to this point here. It's getting past that point that I think is the hardest when it comes to this competition. And honestly, that's the way a lot of Infinite Magicraid's events have gone, right? They've made it literally to just the cusp where you need to spend just a little bit of money to get that last tier. And that's what I would expect of them. I wouldn't expect anything less from them. Obviously, their business, they got to make money. We're a consumer. It's up to us to kind of support the developers, so on and so forth. You guys get the relationship, right? So it doesn't surprise me that's a play. However, what does surprise me is the fact that this Brave trial, this one gets hard, right? Like, so far you can see we're on level 7 as far as tiers go, right? If we go to rankings, right, that's there. I'm not that high up on the rankings. Now, if we go to buffs, you can currently see I have a crap load of buffs. Now, for those of you who are unaware of what these are basically you can buy per level to progress through each individual battle. Notice that I'm on the last battle of 7, and I have purchased 3 legendaries, an epic, and what is this, 6 basics. Now, the way you do this is you hit this plus button down the bottom left. You'll see that your bottom right, so you'll see the different options you have. You can spend these currencies to either attack on the main one, or you can get these buffs. Now, these are super impactful, especially like leech, speed, and even defense are super impactful. As you'll see here, I have, if I go to my buffs page, I have a lot of leech. I have 20% leech here. I have 20% leech here. That's 40% leech total. These do stack and doesn't work. Speed buff. I have minor HP buffs, minor healing buff. I mean, superior defensive buff, massive, 60% defense. Huge, especially if you use defensive players. Superior HP, 60%. Superior crit buff by 40%. This one in itself is just god tier because my champions all have a little bit of HP or a little bit of crit rate anyway. So now they're all going to kind of crit, right? For those of you watching and you're like, well, John, I don't know why you would waste all these points on this. I don't know what's the play here. Why would you sit there and want to bless a bunch or buff a bunch when you could just attack and go? Well, as a free-to-play player, I don't have the resources like a lot of players do. I don't have the option to have multiple champions built at one time. I can usually utilize basically 5-6 characters that I have that are within the right awakening tier, that have the right kind of gear on. And that's about all I could do. I'm kind of limited, right? Especially within 40 days of playing right now. But there's little avenues by just doing these little stacks here. Like, I noticed that when I was down here, I was getting like these bottom 2 here. I was dying constantly, and I was having to restore my characters. However, when I stopped restoring my characters, got angry, started looking into it. I was like, you know what? Let's just wait a day. I'm just not going to do anything for a day. I have like 30 of these things up here. And as I did each and every battle, I kind of looked into it. I was like, okay, what was I losing? And when I say looked into it, I mean, if you go into a fight, you don't automatically lose this leaf, okay? As long as you go into the fight, you start the battle, and if you exit before the battle ends, you save your heroes and you save your leaf, right? So if I were to hit exit here, I would go back out, I would have my leaf. Now, one thing I was watching for is I was kind of looking at, okay, what do we have going on here? Where am I lacking? What's happening? Who's dying? Is there a certain ability that someone's using on me that's killing me? Am I like you know what I mean? Like you're kind of watching the battle and you're seeing what happens. Like notice Wim just died there. Okay. Well, that's not good because that means now I got to spend 2 points to get Wim back. And what happened is Cesaro just bodied him, right? So let's go ahead and let's exit the battle. Notice I still have my leaf up here, and Wim is still alive. And that's the key point. So Cesaro was my problem child. Cesaro was the problem child. He one-shotted Wim. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to target Cesaro. I'm gonna try to knock him out first things first. So that way he can't one-shot my Wim, because I want to keep all my teammates alive. So notice that I'm doing this, and I'm gonna do this in an iteration loop, right? I'm gonna go low-hanging fruit. I'm gonna pick, okay, what are the very quick noticeable things that stand out as far as what's going wrong in my Brave Trial run? Is it, like what stats it is? Okay, so see there, Wim still died, even though Cesaro was basically, he didn't kill him, right? Wim killed Wim. So what that tells me is that my Wim stats are a little lacking, right? Granted, given that he is the lowest one on here because he's an A1, I've got an A2 space, A3 Maya now. It makes sense as to why that happened. And see, now everyone else is dropping because I prioritized something else. So now we'll go ahead and we'll back out again because I prioritized getting rid of Cesaro because I thought he was what was causing my problems with Wim. And turns out that wasn't an issue. But since the fact that I'm losing Wim so quickly is happening, he's not going to be that useful for me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slap in Alina here, because she's going to have more stats. So let's go ahead and let's punch this one up and see if that one works. And basically, we're doing this reiteration loop, and we're backing out, and we're doing this, that, and the other. So that way we can kind of keep, and I get to take care of Hedge, obviously. But the reason why we're doing this is because we got to try to keep stock on, like, okay, well, what works, what doesn't work, what stats am I losing, what stats do I need? Is there a buff that's in that bottom right blessing that I can rotate into that's going to give me exactly what I need to win this fight, right? Because at the end of the day, if you don't win the fight, then you're hosed, unfortunately. You gotta win these, and you gotta not die so much, so that way you don't have to keep wasting all these clovers. It'd be better to have clovers buffing your characters than it will be to not have them at all. But do keep in mind that this is only for each level tier. So when we beat this fight, when we get done with this fight, you'll see that when we start the next board, we're not going to have anything. We're going to be back to normal, back to square one. And that's where it gets a little rough, because then at that point, you have to start picking and choosing. What is your battle? What are you going to do? What stats can you improve? What characters do you have in their lineup? What ones really make the difference? So we went ahead and we won that. Awesome. Congratulations. We won it. Cool. We gave us 5 clovers. That worked out good. But notice there, now, Brave Trial. Reduce the damage taken by enemies by 80% at the beginning of each wave for 1 turn. So the massive defense, basically they're getting a massive damage mitigation, right? How do you counter that? With more damage or piercing rate, right? So what I could do is I got to go ahead first, look down here. What do we have for blessings? Do we have anything? Or no, it's not for, yeah, blessings. Free purchase chance. Okay, well, we gotta wait until we can get the blessings on our characters again. I guess there's a cooldown. I didn't realize there was a cooldown period on these. That's funny. I didn't realize that was a thing. So we'll wait for that cooldown, because I mean, even though we got 5 keys here, sure, we could start battling these, but in here, let's show why we're gonna wait. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna use that same exact team. Notice they got 3 5-star or A5s, A2, A3, same type of lineup as me right now, right? They're gonna walk all over me, and that's because of damage mitigation. But that's what I mean. So a lot of people will just kind of hit this because you can revive your characters, and the enemy's HP stays the same, right? Whatever damage I do on this, we're gonna back out immediately because we just got curb stomped there. Whatever damage I did on them, if I would have let that complete, would stay there. So a lot of people like to go ahead and just meal piece down, like kill 1 character and then go restore their characters, right? And then go back and do the same battle again. Well, it takes you 2 clovers to restore each character. Chances are you're losing 2 to 3 characters before you end in the fight. If you are going back in and fighting, then you've lost all of your characters. So that's 10 clovers you've lost, right? That's a lot of time. That's I want to say it's every 2 hours. Yeah, so you're talking, if you lose your full thing, you're out of commission for 10 hours of lucky clover accumulation. That means those 10 could go over here to blessings. And if you guys saw the legendary blessings only cost me 4 of the clovers. So definitely keep that in mind, where sometimes it's better just to wait it out, play the long game to go ahead and then build up your characters to get to the better result, right? Because if I wait 10 hours now, because I know this isn't going to work. I know I could go in there, I could fight this one multiple times, but not necessarily get anywhere. But if I wait 10 hours and I do all my blessings, right? And I get a few more going, like, so we saw there that I just got dog walk because I needed HP. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to wait for these to proc, and I'm going to find all the HP ones. I'm going to go ahead and pop them and leech. We're going to start stacking leech and HP and attack if I can get it. Now, if I was smart, if I was a later game player, I would be able to actually take it and look at it and go, okay, well, how about in this case, I bring all my defensive players in, because defensive players are going to be massive for Brave Trial. Like, there's no reason why they shouldn't be super empowered, because it's like they're just the best sustained champions, right? It's okay if the fight goes a little long, but as long as they can sustain and not die. Certain things like that are going to make a big difference on your Brave Trial run, so definitely keep that in mind. Maybe it'll help you with pushing your Brave Trials themselves. We have made it to level 8. I am almost to the ranking reward here for this here. As you can see, I need 400 more. I bet you by tomorrow I have this egg, and that'll probably be it for me. I doubt that I can get down here to get these double miracle wishes, and I don't think I'm gonna get the iron ingot, but it's okay because I'm gonna get this egg, and that's what's gonna really matter. That's what the Brave Trial is all about for me as a free-to-play player. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. You guys have been showing a lot of love to the channel. I appreciate that so very much. Only about 10% of you are actually subscribed to my channel. So if you wouldn't mind hitting that like and subscribe button, it helps me out tremendously. As soon as we hit 1,000, I get to get the channel monetized. As soon as this channel is monetized, we're going to do another account where we actually spend on that account to see the difference in the time lapse between how fast can I go with monetization or with paying to win versus without, and kind of just talk about it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe again, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.